Are you thinking about buying a home on your own in Denver? Well, you're not crazy, and you're definitely not alone. In fact, more women over 50 are taking this step than ever before. But let's be honest, buying without a co-pilot can feel a little overwhelming. What if I miss something? What if I buy the wrong house? What if I end up regretting it? Here's the truth. Buying solo comes with its own challenges, but it also comes with freedom. And you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. All you need is a clear process and the right support. So today I'm breaking down 5 smart steps that make this doable, even exciting. Plus, a free guide I created just for women 50 plus making this move in the Denver suburbs. Step number 1, know your numbers. Let's start with the least glamorous step, your numbers. And no, I don't mean the kind that show up when you step on the bathroom scale. I mean the numbers that tell you what you can comfortably spend each month. Here's how to tackle it. Talk to a lender early, not after you've already fallen in love with that HGTV perfect kitchen at 2 a.m. A good Denver lender will show you the all-in monthly cost of a home, not just the mortgage payment. That means property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA fees, or Metro District fees. Those last two can sneak up and add hundreds to your budget. Look at your savings. Do you have a cushion beyond your down payment? I tell my clients to think of it like this. If the water heater implodes 2 months after you move in, you want that to be an inconvenience, not a financial crisis. Adjust for lifestyle and inflation. Groceries cost more, utilities cost more, life just costs more. Be honest about what you want to spend and what you want to keep spending money on. If you love to travel or spoil the grandkids or collect more of these, make sure your mortgage doesn't cancel those joys. I had a client, a single mom, who was so focused on hitting the approved number that she nearly bought into a neighborhood where the metro districts were higher than her car payment. We caught it just in time, shifted her search, and she ended up in a community where she can pay the mortgage and still afford summer camp for her daughter. That's what I mean about knowing your real numbers. Because surprise metro district fees, well, they're like surprise gray hairs. Never fun to find, and they always seem to pop up at the worst time. Step 2, pick a location that works for you. You're not just buying a house, you're choosing where your next chapter is going to happen. And while trendy neighborhoods come and go, you need a place that makes sense for your life, not just somebody else's brochure. In the Denver suburbs, you've got options that can really fit how you want to live, like the new builds at Sterling Ranch, right next to Chatfield State Park. Endless outdoor space, trails for morning walks, and yes, they're even building their own pickleball courts. Or maybe you're drawn to Windsor Gardens in Denver, where the Emeralds Greens golf course is practically in your backyard, and the Highland Canal Trail is perfect for the dog walking, the bike riding, all without a single car in sight. Recently, I worked with Susan, who lost her husband and bought one of those old post-World War II Denver up-down bungalows where her uncle moved in with her for several years. When he passed, it was time for a new chapter again. We sold the home, moved her into a townhome in Lakewood to be closer to family. And the bonus, her adult granddaughter, who's in nursing school, now lives with her. It gives Susan both companionship and a little help with the mortgage while her granddaughter gets a safe place to land during training. And that's what I mean about picking a location that works for you. Not what the internet says is hot, not where your neighbor thinks you should live, but where your lifestyle, your family, and your peace of mind come first. Step number 3 is to watch for red flags. Pretty finishes always don't mean solid bones. That flipped home with the shiny tile and the fresh paint, it might be hiding plumbing held together by duct tape. Here in Colorado, we've also got bentonite in the soil, and if you've heard of that, you know it can cause some serious foundation issues. And some older Denver homes sometimes come with aluminum wiring or outdated pipes that can turn into expensive surprises. I worked with a single guy not too long ago, just him and his 2 dogs, and he wanted a townhome with a garage and a little patio, somewhere the dogs could sunbathe while he worked from home. We found a great place that checked all the boxes, but then the inspection showed that the HVAC system, both the furnace and the AC, were over 24 years old. Instead of walking away, we negotiated with the seller and got the entire system replaced. Now he and his pups are happily settled in with a brand new HVAC and no surprise bills hanging over his head. That's why inspections matter. They don't kill dreams, they protect them. So think of it like online dating. That profile picture might look perfect, but you've got to dig a little deeper before committing. Here are 3 big red flags to always check in for Denver homes. Foundation and drainage. Our soil expands and contracts, so make sure the water runs away from the house. Roof condition. Hailstorms are a fact of life here, and roof replacements aren't cheap. And then plumbing and electrical. Older wiring or leaky pipes can mean big ticket repairs down the line. Catching these early means you can negotiate fixes or decide if it's not the right house and save yourself a lot of heartache and money. Now, step 4 is to think long term. When you're buying home, it's easy to get caught up in how it feels right now. But smart buying means looking 10, 20, or even longer ahead. Here are some of the best practices to keep in mind. Accessibility matters. Those charming stairs might feel fine today, but do you really want to be lugging groceries or your laundry up and down in 10 years? Think about single-level living, wide hallways, or at least a main floor primary bedroom. Or just one set of stairs that's easily adapted with a chairlift should you need one later on. Then there's maintenance load. A huge yard yard can look beautiful, but will you really want to spend weekends mowing, shoveling, or paying someone else to do it? A smaller yard, a zero-scaped yard, or a lock-and-leave townhome, patio home, or even a condo might make more sense depending on how you want to be spending your time. And then there's energy efficiency. Older windows, poor insulation, or even outdated systems can drive your costs up and your frustration. When you're out shopping, look for homes that have already been remodeled and updated, and make sure you have a budget for improvements. Then there's resale value. Even if you think this is your forever home, life happens. Buy in a location and pick a floor plan that will appeal to the next buyer so that you have options if your plans change. Thinking long-term doesn't mean giving up comfort. It just means setting yourself up so you don't have regrets later. The choices you make today should set you up for comfort, not headaches, down the road, so that your home grows with you instead of holding you back. Now, step 5 is trust your gut, but don't go it alone. You know, when you're buying a home on your own, your instincts matter. If a place feels off, even if you can't put your finger on it, listen to that voice. Your gut is a powerful filter. But here's the catch. Instincts alone aren't going to be enough. Buying a home comes with contracts, inspections, negotiations, and 100 moving parts. No one expects you to be a structural engineer, a real estate negotiator, and a market analyst all at once. Here's how to balance confidence with support. Lean on your professionals, a solid lender, an experienced inspector, and yes, a realtor who has your back. They will spot things you might miss and help you avoid costly mistakes. Then stay connected to your trusted people. Even if you're moving solo, you can bring a friend or a family member to showings for a second set of eyes. You know, sometimes it just helps to hear yourself talk through a decision. And then third, use your gut for the fit and your team for the facts. That combination keeps you from getting swept up with emotion or paralyzed by analysis. Buying solo doesn't mean buying alone. Think of it as putting together your own support crew so you can move forward with confidence, knowing you've made a smart choice. So now you've got the 5 smart steps to buying confidently here on your own in the Denver metro area. But if you're ready to take action, I still don't want you to start from scratch. I put together a free resource for you. How to buy smart in Denver when you're moving solo. It's a simple guide that walks you through everything we talked about today, and it'll give you a clear starting point for your own move. You can download it with the link below. And if we haven't met yet, hi, my name is Peggy Dursthoff. I'm a realtor with Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart. And I help buyers and sellers in the Denver metro area who are making a move solo, sometimes for the first time in many years. If you've got questions or you want to talk through your plans or you just need a sounding board, I'm easy to reach. You'll find my contact info below, and I'm always happy to have a no-pressure conversation. You've got the strength, I've got the strategy. Let's make your next move a smart one.